Everyone's copying the same strategy they saw on a LinkedIn post or in a YouTube video. But what worked for another brand can crush the other. In this video, we're going to check 2 case studies of 8-figure seller brand that doubled their sales last month. They are absolutely crushing it, and we're going to see that they have totally different strategies and totally different KPIs. We're going to go over each brand to see what worked for them and what not, and why. So let's start with brand number 1. So brand number 1, we can see that sales almost doubled this month. And if we're checking the yearly in the business report, we can see that we're on the right track to get to 8-figure sellers. If I'm checking Scale Insight for the last 30 days, we can see that the tacos is around 15%, ACOS is around 14%, we have high profits, we have high sales. Now I downloaded the bulk file to show you a breakdown of their campaigns. So we can see from the bulk that the majority of campaigns are exact. Now this is usually what people showing in LinkedIn today, pushing exact single keywords. Now this brand have high conversion and low price point, and the mixture of both is perfect for improving rank and try to get the bestseller badge. So most of their products are very close to the bestseller badge, and because of that, we are pushing very aggressive on exact. Now, because we went so aggressive on exact, our wasted ad spend is quite low, but also our tacos is quite high. So we can see that the tacos is 15%. Now, what is a good tacos? To be honest, it's just a number, and it depends on your profits and more importantly, on your goals. So for this client, 50% tacos is fine. We want to be on a range between 12 and 20% tacos. So 15 is on our sweet spot, and we managed to have high profits. Now, if I'm checking the campaign and I'm clicking EX, which is exact, we can see that a lot of spend in the last 30 days went to exact, 80K. And if I'm checking the broad, we can see that only 6K. Now, usually broad have higher wasted ad spend, but it doesn't mean it's wrong. Just for this brand, exact's working really good because again, they have lower price point, they have high conversion, they usually don't have lots of keywords on their niche. And this is why we are spending very exact top of search and we're gaining lots of sales. The goal of the account is to increase sales by 20% this year, and it seems like we're going to do much higher. Probably we're going to do 40 or 50%. And the account is super happy. We are using exact single keyword, tacos is 50%. Now I want to show you the second brand. So the second brand have similar amount of sales, but totally different KPIs. So let's check it out. So brand number 2, we can see that last year we made roughly around 4 million, but we are growing very fast this year and the client going to launch a lot of new products. So we're expecting to be closer to the 8-figure mark. So if we are checking the last month, it seems like sales almost double. And if I'm going to Scale Insight and remember the KPIs of the last brand, here in the last 30 days, we had lower sales, but check the tacos, 8% tacos, 20% ACOS. So the ACOS is almost half of the previous brand, and the tacos is also almost half as well. The owner is super happy, sales are growing, profits are high. Let's check the bulk file. And here is a cool point. When I'm checking the bulk file, we can see that we have very few exact. We have only 9% of our spend in exact and 88% of our spend on broad. Now, if this account would have listened to those LinkedIn posts or the regular gurus who's talking about PPC, they probably would have lost so much money because this account have very high price point and the conversion is very low. Usually your conversion is lower as your price going up. So here we have high ticket items and thus the conversion is lower. So we'll never win the best selling badge because the competition have such a low price. We are very premium products. Now, if I'm going to their campaigns, the last 30 days, we can see that exact did only 2K of spend. And when I'm checking broad, as you can see, the majority of spend and sales coming from broad. Now, because the majority of sales coming from broad, our wasted ad spend is higher because your wasted ad spend will always be higher when you're pushing broad because broad will always give you more search terms than exact. But The goal of this account is to be at 10% tacos, and we can see that we are at 8%. And the goal of sales is to double sales than last year. So we are very close to this mark. This is such an important point that I think many sellers sometimes miss. In Nomads, we analyzed more than 150 accounts in the last few years. So we have built-in strategies for every niche. And every niche in Amazon is different. So not just every account and every product, but every niche is different. If someone crushing it in jewelries and he's sending you the strategy he did on PPC, but you are selling in the cat niche, probably you will never win. You will never get your KPIs because each niche is different. When you have different conversion rate, you need to have different strategies. Many people always ask me, is 10% tacos is good? Is 30% tacos is bad? And in the end, it's only a number. It depends on your story. It depends on your goals and your category. I'm seeing accounts that crushing it with 30% tacos, 20% tacos, and I'm seeing accounts that crushing it with 5% tacos. So it's really varied. If you have any questions about those two brands, let me know in the comments. And if you have any idea or something you want me to do in my next videos, please let me know. Thank you so much.